Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Rockwood number 94L-630 satin stainless steel flush pole. The 94L is a version of flush pole that features through bolts, and what that means is there are no exposed fasteners on the pull or sliding door side, whatever the door installation may be. How that's accomplished is with the included coupling nut that threads onto that welded on 1/4-20 stud that's here. And these bolts are going to come specifically for 1 3/4 doors. If you have a door thickness other than that, by all means let us know. There is occasionally a difference in charge, but not always, but we'll alert you to that if that's necessary. You're going to get a 1/4-20 flathead stove bolt. You will get a countersunk finish washer. Okay, and of course you're going to get 2 of each. 2 coupling nuts, 2 stove bolts, and then of course 2 countersunk washers. Now, flush pole, it's made of stainless steel. At least the material is. These coupling nuts sure aren't. But the exposed finish, everything here is stainless. Okay, you're going to have a 630 stainless steel. It's going to mean solid stainless steel material along with a brushed finish. Okay, you're going to have also a 3.5 by 5 inch size, and that is of course very common. 3.5 is the width. Your height is 5 inch. The grip size, they have an 1 3/4 by 3 1/8, and you're going to have a recessed area on the both sides here. You can see, I can get my fingers in there, and recessed back here as well a little bit. 7/8 of an inch is the depth that they have this listed at. Okay. Now, there is a link below this video to a document called Product Template, and let's review that now. The product template is going to show you how to go about installing this. It's very simple, it's straightforward. I personally would suggest that you use a router in all instances when you can. You can sure make quick work of the body preparation. Your required mortise of 2 3/16 wide, pardon me, 2 13/16 wide, and then 3 3/4 inch tall, as indicated there. Your depth they're calling out is 7/8 of an inch from the back side here down to your prep. After you have that sort of entire rectangle mortised, you'll be able to go in and drill your 1/2 inch hole for your coupling nuts to fit into. You might find a way to do that creatively with your router as well. If you were to maybe modify your template, drilling a hole. I'm exceptionally lazy when it comes to woodworking, and what the translation is for me in saying that is I let the router do all the work. It just turns out, in my experience, the router is the best quality fit and finish that you can get. So they want you to have a 1/2 inch hole there. I would be really tempted to drill a hole in my wooden template the size of my collet, take my plunge router and let it fit right in there, and then drop my router down, just plunge my router down to get that hole to where it has to be. I might drill a pilot hole first, to get through the door so I knew where I was on the other side, that sort of thing. But how you go about achieving your level of comfort and laziness is, of course, up to you. I'm a router guy myself. The back set, of course, and then the height at which you're going to install the door is going to be quite dependent on taking an audit of the rest of the doors. Where does everything else fall in terms of a vertical height? You might have a very long hallway. Well, you might have a couple of sliding doors that will have some storage in it, office storage. Well, you want that line of sight of all the lock sets and even the center line of your 94Ls to be compatible. A vertical back set, you know what you're dealing with in terms of the 3.5 inch width. So keep that in mind. This longer insert grip pull is going to be obviously, in my experience, the side away from the hinges. There's a link below this video to the product brochure which is very handy because it will show you the 94L in addition to its immediate sister products, namely the 94, that's going to be for surface mounting, the 94 BTB, you'll be able to do a back-to-back mount. That's going to be obviously a pair of them mounted back-to-back, and they're intended for sliding door, pocket door sorts of installation. That is going to be more institutional based, something that you're going to have a lot of, not institutional based, commercial based, I should say. Then you're going to get into your 94C. It's the same kind of model, except that you're going to have holes drilled here and here. So inconspicuously, you can attach the unit without any holes in the face to the preparation that you've made in the door. You can do the 94 DLL and DLS, where you're going to do a preparation for a lock set like a deadbolt. Real nice option for an exterior steel door where you don't want to have any hardware really hanging off at all. That same cut sheet, product brochure gets you to the 94L, the 94P as well, and then the 94P by 94L. Now that's not everything that Rockwood has in terms of flush poles. They also have a model that is completely handicap compliant, and I would like to be able to give you that part number here, and I'm going to pull it up for you. I had all but forgotten that part number. That's going to be a BF97L, where you're going to have a handicap compliant version, and what's making it handicap compliant is the size of the unit. It's 5x5. It's going to have a handicap compliant sort of return for that. So if you're doing a sliding door that's handicap compliant, you'll want to abandon the 94L because it's not going to be handicap compliant, whereas the BF, barrier free, handicap compliant, 97L would be the model to look at there. Okay, real nice quality item. The 94L from Rockwood is going to be available in all of the common finishes. Stainless steel, obviously, in satin and polished they can do. They're going to be able to do this, and this is a Type 304. They can do a Type 316 stainless, a much higher caliber of stainless steel with a much significantly lower ferrous content. They can do a micro shield on this material as well, which is a coating that will retard the growth, promulgation of bacterial sorts of life forms. Brass and bronze-based materials, where you can do polished brass, satin. Your brasses, your bronze, your chromes, oil rub bronze as well. And actually, Rockwood all but encourages requests for special finishes. You want antique nickel? They're surely going to be able to accommodate that. If you have any questions on the Rockwood number 94L-630 satin stainless steel flush pole or any other Rockwood product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.